Hey folks, welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today, I'm going to be discussing AMC and give you some additional thoughts and opinions, and I'm going to share a statement from the CEO of AMC about what he said dealing with the shorts. Now first folks, and then I'm also going to share with you the video about all the different dreams and visions and prophetic words concerning AMC. And I'm going to share with you some dreams and visions concerning AMC. And that deals with the past video that I did, so I will be playing that after I get done talking. But before I get into that, folks, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. And if you guys like these videos that I make and you want to support, those links are down below in the description and also the About section, Patreon. All right, folks, so during the month of April, we did expect AMC to take off, and it didn't happen. We did hear a word from Prophet dealing with a takeoff in April, and it didn't happen. And he actually talked about it on his channel. So if you want to check out what he said about that, you can go to his channel and listen to his video. Now, one of the things is that I've always thought AMC was going to squeeze. I just didn't know when, and I don't know how or what the events surrounding that was going to take place. I've been waiting on the SEC to do something about hedge funds and the shorting and all that ever since Gary Gensler took over. And it's been a year so far. And so with the stock market being volatile, we did see AMC go down from where I started buying it, which was around the $17 mark. It came down all the way down to $9.60, right? So by the time it reached a little bit under $15, I was done buying AMC. Can't really predict prices all the time. Now, if I would have known that it would have gone this low, I would have waited. And today, it actually got a pretty big bump. It actually went up over 25%. It opened up at $10, it hit a low of $9.70, and then jumped up to $13.71. We saw the same type of action with GME. So that's why if you're invested in AMC, you also always want to look at what GME is doing. Okay, so it opened up at $83, then it hit a low of $77.77, and then skyrocketed up to $108.06, where they actually had to halt the stock. Right now we see it back down to currently $88.16. So there are patterns here, both with GME and AMC, and it's mostly always been like that anyway since 2021. So one of the things I wanted to bring out, and this is Aron talking about AMC. And the title, this came out yesterday. AMC Entertainment's Aron vows to pounce on short sellers when the time is right. Defends stake in Hycroft Mining during Q1 2022 earnings call. All right, and this is what he said specifically. We are constantly exploring the smartest courses of action, and I promise you that we will pounce, but only when the timing is right. The CEO right now are waiting for a specific time. I don't know when that time is going to be, and it could be a combination of events, and then that's when they decide to go ahead and pounce on the shorts, right? So hang in there, folks, especially for those who've been holding for over a year. So I believe, like I've shared in my previous videos, that it's going to squeeze, and it's going to squeeze really, really hard. And it's going to squeeze over $1,000. And I'm almost ready to say that we might actually see some of the stocks that we're invested in squeeze before we see the cryptocurrency markets take off. When I look at a lot of the stocks that have been taking off over the last couple of days, there's a lot of penny stocks that are up 280%, 200%, 100%, right? So there's a lot of this going on. There's a lot of liquidations going on during this week and actually over the last couple weeks. Right, so we just have to be patient, and there's going to be a time when this happens. And folks, I'm getting ready to share this video, and a lot of people that we have shared on here, Solomon talked about seeing AMC at 500. Then we have all these other prophetic words or dreams or visions about this event taking place. Right now, to where AMC sits at, it could drop down to $5. I've been watching and keeping up with some people that talk about AMC every single day. Some of them, depending on the market conditions, could actually see it go down to $5. And if that's the case, I will try to pick some up at that time if I have the funds available, if it does go down that low. I could put in my stop losses, but you know what, folks, when it comes to volatile stocks like this and you put in stop losses, sometimes you can get burned, and that's happened to me before. So with certain stocks, I'm very careful. I don't have my stop losses in at AMC. If I did, I would have been able to pick up a whole lot more stocks than what I have now concerning AMC if I did have them in, but you don't know when these events are going to happen. So folks, that's all I have for today. Here is the video on AMC, the dreams and visions concerning the AMC stock. Hey folks, Twisted Christian. Today I'm going to be discussing prophecy, dreams about AMC stock. Now, but before I get into that, just to let you guys know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to go out and buy AMC stock. I'm not telling you to invest. Everything that I talk about on this channel, everything is a risk. You do your own research. If you are watching me for the first time, my channel, Twisted Christian, and what we do is we discuss prophecies and dreams from God and the prophetic, dealing with dreams and prophecies, dealing with investments. Now, a while back, I did a video on AMC, which I did invest in AMC when it was actually around $13, and then when it went down to $5, I did put in more. Now, I did share that I did do that with my subscribers. I think it was back in February that I was going to be investing in AMC, that it was a risk. I didn't talk about it anymore after that, and it was, basically if you did want to invest at that point in time, that would have been your choice. But one of the things is that I wanted to go over, we see all these prophecies concerning like different cryptocurrency coins. We see all these prophecies about different stocks and investments. Yeah, I really wanted to know if there was anything out there on AMC. So I was just doing research. I was trying to see on YouTube if I could find anything on Google. And the only thing that I could come up with was different people on the Reddit boards posting their dreams about the AMC stock and how high would it go. Now, before I did any of this research, there's been many YouTubers and many speculation in the news media how high AMC stock could really go. Now, one of the main important things which affects all stocks, if you're invested in the stock market, you need to be paying attention to what's going on with AMC and GameStop. And that's because of Wall Street bets and because of what Redditors are doing and the Ape Nation is doing, that they are exposing corruption within the stock market. Now, Gary Gensler, who took over the reins of the SEC, all you have to do is do the research and you see all the changes that's going to benefit retail investors. Right now with AMC, there's corruption with the fails to deliver, the shorting, the naked shorting, dark pool trading, illegal trading tactics to try to bring the stock down. So there's all these different things that have been exposed because of the AMC stock, which affects all the stocks that you have because they've been doing the same thing to a lot of these stocks in the stock market. If you go back to 2020 and you're able to look at the fails to deliver in a lot of these different stocks that you have invested in, when the shorting didn't work out for them, they didn't repurchase the stock, right? So that's where the fails to deliver comes in. So if a stock has 10 million fails to deliver, that's a lot of money that's being put back into the stock. The way I look at shorting is it's not investing. It's really basically a bet. And since they didn't win their bet, they tried to delay paying that debt as long as they can and hope that the stock price goes back down so that they could go ahead and buy that stock with very little loss or no loss at all. So it's very important, folks. Everything in the OTC markets, it affects the OTC markets. Every stock that you're invested in, all this corruption that Gary Gensler, which appears to be right now, with all the different rule changes that have been put in place and the ones that are coming, it's going to be very beneficial for all of us retail investors. So, like I said, one of the things that I do, I like to go over dreams, visions, prophecies concerning the stock or the stock market or any type of investment. So right now, before we get started,
The AMC stock closed out at $33.47. So some of these price predictions that I've seen have been anywhere from 1,000 to over 100,000, right? And so these are just people on YouTube giving their price predictions where it can go. I've seen price predictions in the mainstream media also too as well. It's just not YouTubers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go over the first dream. Now, one of the things is that I do believe that God shows people everything, regardless if you're for him or against him, or you don't know, or you don't care. I do believe that God does show people prophetic dreams and visions. And since I wasn't able to find anything, like with a lot of the different prophets and people that I follow, I couldn't find anything. So doing this, I'm like, okay, at the end of this, I'm going to kind of show you guys prophetically how this could very well be manifesting itself. So we'll go ahead and go over this first one by Your Daily Consumer. Right? He says here that and this was 24 days ago, I had a dream that AMC was trading over $1,000. Wow, now that's a big difference from where we are at today. And people call this the short squeeze, right? Because there are so many fails to deliver and so many naked shorts that this stock, as they are forced to buy back into the system, it's going to go up. So this is just one particular dream. Trading over $1,000, that's not too far out of the realm from what everybody is saying. We'll go ahead and go to the next one. And this was posted by Vows 1. I had a dream last night. AMC went to $2,750 in my psychic. Not sure of the significance of $2,750 or anything, but it actually did go there in my dream. And I remember thinking, dang, I could finally refurnish my house and buy some new furnitures. Then he goes to say, disclaimer, I've had deja vu dreams in the past where it came true in reality. Okay, so I completely understand that. I've had many times where I've been at different places or in different situations, and something will hit me as if I've already dreamt this, or like I was already in this position before. So it's very, very weird. So I do understand and where this person is coming from. All right, so that's a big difference, 2,750. All right, so as we move on, some of these dreams get more and more extreme. But see, that was, this particular one was 5 months ago. Okay, this one was posted 2 months ago by Russell Bears. And he asked the question, is anyone else having dreams about the squeeze? I've had 2 in the past week. In the second one, I literally lost control of my body in shock. The price was climbing hundreds of dollars per second. In the first one, I knew I was dreaming, so I didn't really get to enjoy it for long. I cannot believe I'm dreaming about the stock market. Okay, so Russell Bears, maybe you don't understand that. Maybe God is showing you something prophetic. And when this does manifest, God will get all the glory. So again, is this just wishful thinking that manifests into our dreams, or is God trying to show us something here? This person posted, there's a response, Mikuro. So this response here, listen to this. Mikuro, I had a dream where the Squawk Box anchors were crapping their pants when the AMC stock was trading for $50,000 a share, more than the Dow Jones. All right, so that's very significant, $50,000 a share. And the Squawk Box anchors, I believe, are on either CNBC, maybe. I'm not too for sure. So that was an interesting response. This person responded, JWoo32, I've had this dream, but it's like I'm panicking to sell, but then can't bring myself to sell it. And it's just like up and down, thousands of dollars. I know it's unrealistic due to the market halts, but yeah, crazy, vivid dreams. Then I woke up like, not today. I've had like 3 in a week. In the latest one, price was spiking green and I was calming myself, and then it entered 1K. Then I sold at 25K, but the peak was 100K and it started to go down from there. Folks, that is absolutely insane. So this was by Zed is Long Dead. Right? So when God shows us a dream or vision, right, he's basically almost like showing you, like this particular dream He's almost showing you this is what you did, but this is what's going to happen. So is God showing Zed is long dead? Is he showing him he entered in at 1K? He bought some at 1K, then he sold it at 25,000, but the peak was 100,000, and then it started to go down from there. With this, when we look at prophetic and dreams and investing, so he's basically saying the peak was 100,000. So that would be a pricing point, right? Is 100,000. If this actually happens and this actually takes place, according to him, maybe God has shown him, get out at 100,000, and maybe when it goes down, you can go back in. It just depends on, what is actually going on there, because there's some other people that have other dreams and visions that are actually higher than the 100,000. But maybe for him, this is where he would feel comfortable at if he sold it at around that price. All right, so this was 3 months ago by tracking changing. I had a dream that AMC would hit 116,482 this summer. My 529 shares will be worth $61.5 million. All right, so here we have another dream that was 3 months ago that he says it hit $116,000. And so his account would be worth 61 million. So is he being told to sell at this point? All right, is this another pricing point? Because the stock is going to go up and down, right? So what if it does go to 100,000, then it comes back down, and then it goes back up to 116,000? CRLABRU, don't even know how to say that. So he says here, I had a dream that I sold my shares at 127K a piece, and everyone still called me a paper-handed bum. All right, so there we go. 127. This guy had a dream at $127,000. Okay, so this particular one was posted by Little Ricker. Some apes just woke up, had an amazing dream that AMC stock went past 200,000 and kept going up. I seen on one of my accounts I had 7 million. In my Fidelity account I had seen my balance at 32 million. Dreams do come true by AMC and Hold the MOAS is coming. AMC Entertainment 700,000 and 1 million. Don't give up, apes. We got this. This particular person had a dream that it went past 200,000. Right, so you saw some of the other dreams. People, they saw it go up to 100,000 and higher, and then come back down, or they sold it at 127,000. And Jova 1106 replied, I had a dream in late May that the stock was trading between $400,000 and $550,000 per share, and I ended up selling my shares at $463,000 in the dream. Wow, that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And this person said here, I had the same dream, zealous ideal. I had the same dream about 3 weeks ago, but in my dream I missed the squeeze because I was sleeping. Wow. Okay, so maybe God is showing this particular person, hey, you don't want to miss out on that. Anybody he tells that he shares that dream with, you don't want to miss out on that. So, and I think with everything that's going on, if this squeeze actually happens, one of the only ways you're going to miss it is if either you sell too early or you don't get in at all. So that's pretty interesting. So you see all these different people having these dreams at different pricing points. And 2 months ago, Wise Adventurer, I had a dream last night that AMC jumped to 130,000 and it was rapid. It was insane. Then I woke up. All right, so there we go again. We have another person that had a dream, Wise Adventurer, that it actually jumped to 130,000. Now this one is actually pretty insane. Mazu228. It says here, I had a dream AMC was at $10 million plus a share. I fell on my knees in shock and then woke up. One of the realistic feeling dreams I've ever had. There are no more details, but I don't want to spread FUD. So I'll just leave it at that. So that's actually pretty insane. $10 million a piece. And I would probably think by at that point, a lot of people would have sold off, when you see it going in the hundreds of thousands. Now, people talk about, what is going to be their exit plan with AMC? Are they going to sell on the way, as it goes up, sell off a few here and there if it reaches, some of these pricing points. But I think when you put all these together, and there's a lot more, there's a few more on here, but looking at some of the prophetic XRP dreams that I've gone over recently, it talks about the same thing as far as these dreams that the people are having, that it goes up and then it comes back down, or it fluctuates, and then people have dreams where a final pricing point, or a price that they feel like they're being shown to sell off. So what do I think? Could some of these people be making some of this stuff up? Yes. But I also think I've studied dreams and visions long enough to where, sometimes you can tell by the way people will write out a dream is not actually a dream. It's just, they're just writing it, saying that they had a dream. And sometimes there's, like I said, there's dream language within the dream. So that's usually the first thing. And some of these do have some of that dream language. This guy said here, it was one of the most realistic feeling dreams. And I remember I've had those dreams about the dinar revaluation. It felt so real that, it was just like everything changed. My whole life was getting ready to go to a whole nother direction because wealth had come to me. I thank you guys for listening. God bless. And with that being said, Twisted Christian out.